Okay, Andrew, we got your template, and so here's your two holes in the sewing machine's arm, the needle hole, and then the feed dogs in the rear. So let's see how this thing lines up. Any modifications? So I need to get those two holes lined up to these two holes. If I light up those two holes, there they are. One, two. There we go. Heck, they're exact same distance apart as my sewing machine. But as you can see, when I have these lined up, my needle hole's off to the right a little bit, or left, I should say. Left. There's a needle hole. So that's where I need to be. So that just means these holes are, I just need to move the existing holes over to the right about 4 or 5 millimeters. But this part here, all I gotta do is widen this gap in the center, because your feed dogs, the two parallel feed dogs in the center there behind the needle, are just a little bit wider than what I have. And then that'll cause the jig to lift when the feed dogs hit the edges here. So I'll make this cut out about on each side a little bit wider, about 1 millimeter wider. Now let's do 2 millimeters. But everything else can stay the same. This can stay the same. Everything else is hunky-dory. So I just need to move these two holes over to the right, about 5 millimeters, and add this cutout on this edge right. There, that edge and this edge. Just gotta cut them out 2 millimeters to each side. I think we'll be good to go. The only thing you need to be aware of, though, there's a needle hole. That's where you want to align it onto your machine. Is that when you're doing small, tiny lines, like this line here is a PPSLS 65. It's the smallest sheath line they make, and you won't be able to do these because, as you can, I don't know if you can see it or not, but your feed dogs straddle it. They may bite it, but I'm inclined to think not. So there's not going to be anything grabbing it because you need to feed dog right where it's running. The workaround on that is to, all you do is to adjust these off to a little bit off to the right or left, so that this line is, over the top of one of those feed dogs, like that. So you just adjust these over a little bit, and these are adjustable, however you want to do it. It's just that, can you get your needle to sidestep a little bit to the left or the right? Usually, and your machine isn't that way. It either goes fully right or fully left or just center. Or mine has like 11 different little positions, 5 to the right and 5 to the left and 1 in the center. So, you just won't be able to do these thinner ones. You'll be able to do thicker ones like this line, and larger. So probably about 1.5 to 2.5 millimeters, and everything in between you'll be able to do no problem with this. It's just the DSL 70 and the PPSLS 65. You're going to be SOL on those. But we'll customize this for you if you're okay with it not being able to do these real tiny ones. But the majority of the lines that are out there like this and larger, you'll be able to do.